Hi everybody, this is Molly from Colorful Freshwater Fish Tanks, and I just wanted to introduce you guys to my old man, Mr. Grumpy Pants. He is my first betta that I got from Petco when I got into bettas a few years ago. 2 years ago, because he's actually 2 years old plus however old he was when I got him from the store. I've learned a lot keeping this fish. We dealt with columnaris, which was like the hardest thing I've ever dealt with a fish. I used a combination of lowered temperatures, Canaplex, Seachem, Polyguard, and just plain old aquarium salt, to help him get better. You can see there's still like the tiniest lack of coloration on his back, and that's really all that's left from like all of the color loss that he had from the columnaris, or whatever it actually was. I think it was columnaris, but he's come back like fully in his behavior. His color has more or less fully come back, other than that one faded spot, and it's still improving. His fins are somewhat faded, and I don't know whether that's from age or whether that is just from the color loss that he had from that disease a few months ago. He is in a pretty small tank. It's this 3.5 gallon Aqueon Dazzle, and I cut the built-in filter out of the back of it and replaced it with a sponge filter because it wasn't very good filtration and it took up a ton of swimming space in the tank. But he doesn't like big tanks. I've tried him in a 10 gallon and he was really stressed out about it. He doesn't swim very well. He probably is about 2.5 years old because when I got him, he was more or less full grown. And I've had him for a little over 2 years now. So throughout all of the things that I've tried, I've learned that he likes a very low flow filter and a relatively small tank with lots of things to rest on. I literally just did a water change on his tank and I vacuumed the gravel. It still looks kind of dirty because his silk plants have a lot of algae stains on them. He really loves those silk plants and I don't want to get rid of them completely, but I might try to replace them with a Nubius one more time and see if it doesn't make him super mad. He's very particular. This is his favorite thing in the world, his little ceramic house. He swims through those little holes. They're big enough that he'll never get stuck. He spends a lot of time in there. He loves that thing. That thing has come from tank to tank to tank with him, and I'll never take it out because it makes him feel safe and happy. I don't know why he's not swimming around right now. I guess he just is feeling kind of like he just wants to sit there, but he's really not lethargic. He doesn't have any issues going on right now. He's just, maybe he's angry at us for staring at him. Oh, there he goes. Maybe he just wants me to feed him and is confused about why I'm staring at him but not feeding him. That's probably it. He's a very opinionated fish. His name is Mr. Grumpy Pants. I should have started off with that, because he is always very grumpy. When he was younger, he used to flare at pretty much everything. There he goes, swimming through one of his windows. Isn't he a pretty boy? Hi, Mr. Grumpy Pants. Anyway, so I have gravel, a lot of Java fern starts, 2 small pieces of mopani wood, some silk plants, and a 5-watt aqueon heater in this tank, which surprisingly keeps it at a great temperature, although I have several of those tiny little 5-watt aqueon heaters, those flat ones that you can see in the back, and like they are not all the same. Some of them do not keep a 3.5 gallon tank warm enough, so you have to make sure that you're monitoring the temperature of your tank, because not all heaters are the same, even if they are supposed to be the same. Grumpy. I wonder where he's just hiding back there, but I can't see him. But anyway, this is his tank. It's kind of set up especially for him because he has those heavy fins, and he's a little bit older, and he just seems to prefer a small tank and really slow flow water. And he's really not safe with any tank mates, not even snails. He'll turn them over and eat them. You can see there's a baby snail on that silk plant, which must have come in on one of the live plants, but we'll see how long it lasts. I'm sure he'll eat it. I tried a neorite snail with him, and he just harassed it to death. It was terrible. So I've never put anything else with him intentionally. Hi, Grumpy. Isn't he gorgeous? I love him. He reminds me of a flower. And I think he loves me, even if he acts grumpy. So anyway, click subscribe, guys, if you would like to keep seeing beautiful bettas, different types of tanks, different types of filtration. Feel free to ask questions. Feel free to give tips, leave tips in the comments. But yeah, please click subscribe. That would really help me out. Say bye, Grumpy Pants. See if I can get a better view of him. All those bubbles are there because I just did a water change. Well, anyway, he's not going to come over to the front of the tank and say bye. So, until next time.